scream, shadows dance on asphalt, fueling my dark dream. The night is alive with a sinister roar.
Alright, y'all. So, in the first one, you saw the disassembly of Frank. You saw the transmission being taken out and pretty much prepping for everything to get ready to be reassembled. So, in this one, you will see the installation of the clutch. You'll see the transmission get mated up to it. And you'll even see a brief section of the fuel cell. With that, y'all sit tight. Check this out. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and crawl underneath the Frank, and we're gonna put the flywheel, then clutch and pressure plate in, and get that ready. So that's already installed and out of my way, because I'm tired of moving it while I wait. First things first, I'm gonna spray this off, clean it nice and good, get whatever oils off of it.
Take our flywheel. Line it up. Hopefully it stays. I'm going to put one in for the time being just so it doesn't fall. It is that one. Now, according to ARP, I will put a little bit of the ARP Ultra Torque onto the mating surface of this. I hope I'm doing this in a position where you guys can see. It doesn't go on the threads. This just goes onto where this meets the flywheel. Help it snug itself down. If you put it on the threads, it will come out probably. That's what the Loctite's for. We're almost there. Now we need the clutch disc. Thing of beauty and cheapness. It is an XTD. Don't yell at me, guys. I'm balling on a budget. Until I get to 6.0 in it, the 5.3 will have an XTD clutch. I've ran these in the Civics and the Integras and pretty much all my Hondas. Never had bad luck out of them. We're gonna try it on an LS. Now I got the clutch disc in it. It's time for the pressure plate and bolts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That adapter right there is what I'm waiting for. All right, so this should just slip around there like that. It should go like that. Looks like all the holes line up. Just start that one there. Now you're supposed to torque that down, but you gotta love that Ugga-Dugga method. There it is, guys. That's installed. You have the bell housing bolts all the way around. You have your adapter plate bolts sitting on the dial on each side. You have your slave cylinder with your lines coming out, and these still move freely. So you can adjust as necessary. I think that's supposed to be tucked in like that. There it is. All that time just so this would clear. Let's get this transmission in. All right, guys. Going to attempt to put this in by myself. If I die, at least it'll be documented. Look at this concoction I had to do. Oh my God. Alright, so not fun for me to do by myself. In fact, I actually think it kind of sucked. The ratchet straps really helped hold it up so I could finesse it into the clutch. But there it is, guys. It is in. Alright, let's get the cross member back in. Everything under here is pretty much exactly the same. The drive shaft is the same, and the cross member is exactly the same. Even the starter is the same because we're still using the same bell housing, and it's the same spacing to the flywheel as it is the torque converter. Heck, I even used the same transmission mount that came off the 4L60. So it doesn't get much more simpler than that, right, Rex? He agrees, you just don't know. We're getting right back to it. I need to focus on this clutch pedal. This is the biggest thing holding me up right now. Once that is mated, then I can order the line and get that routed, and master cylinder for the clutch pedal, get that all figured out. I did not show you guys, but I did drill the hole in the floorboard to mount the shifter. That was really easy. I just drilled 4 holes in the corner and then cut it out. And you know, it sits in there kind of nicely. Sitting in the seat, I feel pretty comfortable where the shifter's at. I'm going to try that for now and see where it's at. But as you can see over here, I have a giant mess of wiring going on right now. And that's because my fuse box is right about in the same location where that clutch pedal needs to get mounted in. I do not have an OBS clutch pedal. I have a hard body clutch pedal and I have a NBS clutch pedal assembly. I'm going to try and utilize one of those two maybe and retrofit it. If that doesn't work out, then I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and probably put a Willwood assembly in there. I don't want to, but if I got to, that's the road we're going to go down. Be right back. All right, so I've been doing a little test fitting and a little measuring, and I may have gotten carried away a little bit, but there it is. That is the NBS pedal in an OBS Chevy. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's a touch higher. Not really. It's actually pretty even. It's a touch lower, which is whatever. It's fine. It's got full swing. And it's a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't look factory, but I don't care. What part of this truck looks factory besides the outside? With that being said, I got to make a little bracket from here to there to help stiffen this up. And there's 2 bolts on the side. But this thing looks good in here, and I'm sending it. I'm rocking this because this is what I got. This is what I have to work with on a budget build. Out here under the hood, this is where the master cylinder sticks out. I'm going to probably get a smaller fitting for this point that kind of sucks up to here, just like what I had inside the bell housing. That way I can route my line a little bit neater. It would probably be fine the way this is for now. I might even still use this. We'll see once I get the lines on. But it looks like I got plenty of clearance for my wheels. This is sweet, man. Look at that fitment. It fits perfect. Figured I would show you kind of what I had going on. I started out with a small pilot hole here, and I used a hole saw to drill out perfectly so I can get that pedal assembly mounted flush onto the firewall. Here is my first 2 mounting points. On the side that I was talking about earlier, I'm going to put 2 bolts there. Probably going to run the other way just because I want it to look cleaner on the outside. I don't care about looking under here. And then I have 1 more point up here I need to make, but this is so I can get it stable so I can make that spot. Right there is going to be my fuel pump relay. I just got that wired in. Got my yellow wire going to my switch. This is my power, I have my ground, and then I have my fuel pump feed over there. I still have to check and make sure that the fuel pump wires are ran the right way, but this is what I'm doing so I can make sure I got fuel pressure. Also going to confirm that we have no leaks. If we do, now's the time to figure that out. The fuel cell install is on TikTok, so you have to check that out there because I don't think I'm going to put it on YouTube. There is the lines to the filter, to the pump,
all the way up. We also now have C-notch, so we have clearance. We're in danger, baby. I'll take this. And I'll take this. Why does that one feel heavier? That one's bigger. You know what time it is. Got a few gallons of gas in this beast. Battery is on charge. Charging. And now, all I gotta do is come over here, turn the ignition on, and we should have power. Holly comes on. Fuel pump comes on. We should be ready for fire. Frank is back. We just fired this thing up. I got a little bit of clutch bleeding to do because I was trying to put it in gear and it just wanted to start going. So I got to sort that out, but that's coming. I'm going to get to that right now and then we're going to test drive this thing. I think I got this pedal sorted out. So now I'm going to fire Frank up. I'm going to see if the clutch will run through the gears. It's working. Boy, does Frank sound healthy.